What's up, world, and welcome to the On the Money podcast. This is the littest spot to explore the business of music. We follow the money in the industry and explain the details behind them dollars. I'm your host, Shane Edmond, and big shout out to my partner and producer extraordinaire, Jason Scales. Today we'll be discussing music catalogs and the current trend involving superstar artists. First, let's discuss what a music catalog is exactly. It's a collection of compositions and songs that are created and registered to a particular owner or owners. This is usually the songwriters and publishers. Catalogs control the copyrights that generate revenue every time the music is used. These royalties come from publishing, syncs, or master rights. This is how the owners make their money. When artists own the rights to their catalog, they typically hold on to them for revenue stream. But lately, there's been a shift, especially with A-list artists whose catalogs yield higher royalty rates. Top-tier artists have been selling their music catalogs to investment firms and other venture capitalists. Some notable artists who have done so include the boss, Bruce Springsteen, who sold his catalog to Sony Music Entertainment in December 2021 for a whopping $550 million. Bob Dylan sold his catalog to Universal Music Publishing Group in 2020 for $300 million. Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac sold the majority of her catalog for $100 million to Primary Wave, which is a publishing and talent management company. Every one of these artists are absolute legendary status and have been for quite some time. However, it doesn't stop there. These exchanges apply to more recent stars like the Colombian singer Shakira, who sold her 145-song catalog to London-based music royalties investment firm Hipgnosis for an undisclosed amount. Universal Music Group acquired Lil Wayne's extensive catalog and much of his Young Money roster's music for $100 million. And most recently, rapper Future sold a 600-song catalog for a reported, quote, high 8 figures to influence media partners. Why has this trend exploded, you might ask? Let's talk about some of these contributing factors. COVID-19. The pandemic took away live performances, which is a major source of income for touring artists. According to Pollstar, prior to the pandemic, the top 100 tours in North America totaled $1.55 billion. Now imagine the number worldwide to put the importance of live performances in perspective. Another factor that catapulted the catalog exchanges is the low payouts from streaming and gaming. Long gone are the golden days when artists padded their pockets from physical sales. Streaming services like Spotify pay out a fraction of a cent per play. Artists have to have crazy streams to receive a decent payout. It's ridiculous. Fortunately, for many of the aforementioned artists, old songs now represent 70% of the U.S. music market, while new music is absolutely flailing. The leading investment in the music industry is old songs. This has driven the value of old catalogs to astronomical rates. In the past 25 years, songwriting catalogs typically sold for about 8 to 12 times the net publisher's share. Today, those same valuations have reached 25 to 30 times, a staggering figure. And then there's the government. Artists have been exploiting tax loopholes in U.S. law that allowed them to pay about half as much capital gains tax. That loophole will be closing soon due to a bill that the Biden administration introduced. The capital gains tax on the profits of catalog sales will be up to 20%. Most artists are trying to cash in before this takes effect. Okay, guys, there are some of the reasons we've seen this booming trend of popular artists selling their catalogs instead of collecting annual royalty revenue. Thank you for listening. You can follow us on SoundCloud and our social media handles listed in the episode description. Subscribe and hit that notifications button to enjoy more great episodes. Join us next week as we continue to stay on the money. Peace.